Well, good morning. I'm Barry O'Brien here from the Mayor's office. I'm with West Palm Beach Mayor Jerry Muoio. Good morning, Mayor.
Good morning, Barry.
And I want to thank our friends at Cosmo and Company for bringing us this opportunity to do this every Saturday and Sunday morning. As normal, I am in Mayor Muoio's office here downtown on Wednesday morning, and I do know there's two major things coming up this Saturday in West Palm Beach. The first is the opening of a new Walgreens.
Right.
And the second is Jimmy Buffett. And
I saw you post that. I didn't even. Where's he going to be?
And
when?
Jimmy Buffett is at the fairgrounds at the amphitheater.
Oh.
Now I must tell you, on my radio show last night, every song they played coming in from each commercial was a Jimmy Buffett. I have probably been to 35 Jimmy Buffett concerts in my life. And of course, he's our neighbor. He's only right over in Palm Beach. So you'll be having a lot of parrot heads in town.
Parrot heads, that's it. Do you wear the little thing on your head?
Every year it changes a little bit. Maybe there's going to be a coconut bra, or maybe there's going to be a strange-looking hat, but there will be lots of people bringing their money into West Palm Beach, and a lot of people at this time, especially this time of the year, it's still pretty cold up north, so you'll have a lot of people flying in town and spending some money here.
Well, if Jimmy Buffett is listening to this.
Oh, I'm sure he will be.
Well, Jimmy, we want a Margaritaville in West Palm Beach.
I think we should, next time he comes in, I think we should block off Clematis Street if you can do it for St. Patrick's Day.
We want to open a Margaritaville.
That's a great idea. All right, Jimmy, we'll get him on that.
You've heard it here.
That's right. All right, so I wake up this morning. Last night, I had Kelly Smallridge on my radio show,
good.
And much to her credit, she's good at keeping a secret. She did not tell me anything about, we spent all the time talking about the new cancer institute that's coming into Boca. She did not mention, and this morning I got an email about automatic finance from Owings Mills, Maryland, moving to downtown West Palm Beach with, I guess, about 40 employees. I guess some of them will be moving from Maryland, some of them will be hired here, and their offices are going to be, ironically, directly across the street from the Business Development Board offices. They're going to be at 307 Ivernia, which I'm guessing is that small, I think there's a bank in that building at the corner of Olive and Ivernia. That's a great bit of news. Congratulations on that.
Be in our Flagler Financial District, and we worked with the BDB to make this happen. These things happen through collaborative efforts, and we're excited about it. 40 new employees and people coming to West Palm Beach.
Now, do you know what the timing is of that?
I don't. I think that they're moving right along, though, but I don't know the exact time.
I believe that they're involved in the auto leasing business, leasing financing for dealers. I think that they probably, if I understand correctly, are providing the dealers with the opportunity to lease vehicles and providing the financing for that. So that's a very nice, clean business. They'll be operating downtown. The employees will be spending money in the restaurants and whatever, and that's great. It's a great welcome, and especially for somebody who lived in Maryland for 20 years, I will be welcoming them coming down here. Sunfest coming up, speaking of downtown, that's only about a block away from where this company is going to be located. Is there anything, we've already started the road closures, haven't they? They start today?
Started
today. And Sunfest, is it next week?
It starts, next week.
Wow.
I think it's next week, the end of April, so. We've started the road closures. There will not be Green Market today or next week. Saturday or
well, it is today.
Oh, that's right.
That's right. You're better at this than I am. Yeah, so no Green Market today, Saturday.
Or next Saturday. And Sunfest will be kicking off on Wednesday, April 30th, I think it is.
Wow. So any differences? I know there was some, you changed some of the security for the boat show with what people could bring in. Is that going to be?
Yeah, we are going to continue to require people to have their bags searched. We're asking people not to bring bags larger than a certain size. And if you bring a bag that's clear, you'll get through the line faster. The best thing you do is leave your bags at home, and if you leave them in the car, leave them in your trunk. Don't leave them out on your front seat, and be safe.
Now, it starts on Wednesday, I believe, right, and goes right through until Sunday?
Sunday,
And are there fireworks, too?
Sunday night fireworks.
Oh, wow,
yeah.
that's great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Fireworks on Sunday are always great, so
Yeah.
it's great for folks to come down and enjoy that.
That's great. That's great.
And there's an art show that's part of Sunfest.
Oh, really? And
Yeah.
where is that held?
That's farther south on Flagler, so it's like Avernia, Fern, down towards
Oh, I remember
Okeechobee.
that from past years. Yes. Okay. So they take over part of Flagler
Right.
and have an art show there.
Right, so that-
and now the art show, there's no admission for that,
Right,
right?
no,
That's
it's all
outside
private.
of the gates. So even if you
No,
don't.
no, it's part of the show. So
Oh, it
you have
is.
to come
Okay.
into
So you do have
Sunfest.
to.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
do have to pay to go
Come
in
into
there.
Sunfest, and then you can also go to an art show. And there are lots of good acts this year. Some bands I even heard of.
Yes,
So
the
that's
Doobie
good.
Brothers,
Yeah,
China
yeah.
Grove.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to. What day are they playing? Is it Saturday?
I can't keep track of the schedule. I have to do it one day at a time.
Oh man, oh man. We had some problems the other day with the North Bridge going over to Palm Beach. Supposed to close, what is it, May 12th after Sunfest. But when I read that yesterday, I said, oh man, is this thing going to make it till May 12th? They opened it up in a couple of hours.
Right.
So what's the story? Do you have a contingency plan? Because I figure at some point you could get a call that says, I'm sorry, it can't make it till May 12th. It's closing now.
Well, yeah, we have plans for what is going to happen when it closes. They say it's going to be closed for 6 months. We also have plans for, should it be longer than 6 months? Hopefully it won't be. It's going to be closed, as you said, starting in May. So it'll be during the summer when we have fewer people here in Palm Beach County. We have been working with FDOT and with the town of Palm Beach. We meet with them weekly to talk about our plans. The county, of course, is involved in that because the county controls the traffic lights. So they have the ability to have real-time control with the traffic lights. They have sort of a control center.
Right.
And
I would love to see that.
With monitors.
I've seen pictures of it. It looks fascinating.
Yeah, it's very cool, and they can monitor the strategic intersections and be able to make real-time changes in
Do you
streetlights.
think they'd let me play with the buttons?
I don't think so.
No?
Don't think so.
Okay. All right, we're with West Palm Beach Mayor Jerry Muoio. I'm Barry O'Brien from the Mayor's office here on CV Radio. We're going to take a brief break here from Cosmo and Company, and we will be right back. Well, good morning again. This is Barry O'Brien from the Mayor's office. I'm with West Palm Beach Mayor Jerry Muoio, recording this on Wednesday morning, and I want to point out the fact that I am not a reporter, and I want to make sure that any of these stories and things that we talk about, I read them in the Palm Beach Post, I get them from the TV stations and whatever, so I want to make sure that everybody gets credit. I don't want to suggest that, but if there's a story that's out there that people are talking about, I just kind of like to bring it to your attention and kind of get your take on what's going on. As I record this on Wednesday morning, there was a letter to the editor in the Palm Beach Post this morning that suggested that the city has not been doing a good job of enforcing the sidewalk rules and regulations on Clematis Street. That there has been a lot of, certainly there was an effort to encourage restaurants to do outside dining and whatever, and the person who wrote this letter said that, and they quoted widths that had to be what they were, had to be 44 inches or something or whatever. And I can tell you that I have walked down and I've kind of looked and go, are they really supposed to be out this far or whatever? And thinking of somebody who could be in a wheelchair or something or whatever. Any thoughts on that, comments, or how well it is monitored, and can it be improved?
Well, it always can be improved. You know, I tell my staff, even on our best day, we can be better. I have the same concerns. Actually, personally, I, on a couple of occasions, have actually moved a sandwich sign that was in the middle of the sidewalk closer into the establishment and talked to the manager about it. So I've actually done that myself. It is difficult to get through on Clematis Street sometimes, and we are definitely going to look at that. I just talked with Rafael Clemente, our DDA director, and he and I have been chatting. He wants me to come at midnight on a Saturday night to come see what's going on. So we're looking at that, and I don't disagree with the writer that we need to take a closer look at that.
Right, and on the other hand, you've got to look at the Clematis Street is a very vibrant area, and you want to have people have fun and come down there. I mean, I know when I lived in Boston, it was a long time before they allowed any sidewalk dining, and it was like, wow, that's a vibrant part of the city.
It adds so much to our city. Something that we're looking at that we're going to be piloting is something called these parklets or dining decks.
Right.
So the DDA has purchased a dining deck, and restaurants will be allowed to try it for a short period of time, and we'll move it around to different restaurants. But this will allow them to put outdoor seating on the dining deck and open up the sidewalk. And I think this is going to be a really unique solution to cluttering up the sidewalks. Our sidewalks are very narrow.
Right,
And we had hoped at one point to be able to widen them. So with these dining decks, it's in effect widening the sidewalk.
Sure. I'm sure that there would be an incredible outcry, but when you take the entire number of parking spaces that are available in downtown West Palm Beach, a very small number of them are on Clematis Street, probably less than 1%. If you took all those parking spaces and put tables out there and charge restaurants for it, it probably would solve the problem of the sidewalk, but then if we lose those 47, I don't know how many spaces it is, but it's nowhere near as many as people might think.
You know, there's a lot written about parking, and I've read a lot of the articles by experts on parking. One of the things that, first of all, just to let you know, we've been recognized as one of the top 10 cities for parking.
Right, I remember that, yes.
Secondly, we have tons of parking space downtown. We had a study done not too long ago that said we're actually overparked. Now, if you want to park in front of the place you're going, then you're not going to think we're overparked. But we have lots of surface parking lots. We have our parking garages, which are very safe, and we encourage people to use them. So and I've read a lot of research on parking that really talks about the utility of on-street parking and what that should look like. So we're looking at a lot of different options.
Right. Finally, we've got a job fair May 10th. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. May 10th at Gaines Park, we have a job fair for young people between the ages of 16 and 24. 16 and 24. It will be
at 25, you're out of luck.
I know. It will be at Gaines Park on May 10th at 10 o'clock. And we encourage people to come. We're doing this in conjunction with Riviera Beach, Mangonia Park, and Lake Worth.
Oh, that's great. May 10th. May 10th. Well, thank you very much, Mayor Muoio. I'm Barry O'Brien here on CV Radio from the Mayor's office. We will be back again next Saturday and Sunday morning.
Thank you, Barry.
All right.